Hello and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time we decided we're gonna go on the run because we have no other choice, and apparently Sagaki's going to cover for us. So now that we decided to move, there's no reason to drag our feet. Sometimes a single minute's vacillation can prove fatal. Therefore, we're going to leave this place immediately. I'll give you 30 minutes. Attend to your affairs and gather your belongings within that time. Then regroup here. Understood? Have I explained to Machina exactly what might happen if we don't leave? I'm not sure I have. Better than 40 seconds, right? Gotta move on. The clock's already ticking. After watching the girl patter off upstairs, I begin my own preparations for departure. That said, my personal luggage is pretty damn minimal. All I've got is a single oversized backpack I lugged here from Yamanashi. And even that's only halfway unpacked. I won't be taking any of the additional household goods I purchased after my arrival at the school. Easy enough to buy new ones if it becomes necessary. You know, if we have money. The only things I really need for daily life in the short term are my tableware and portable stove. Cramming these into my backpack takes all of 5 minutes. I paused briefly to debate over what I should do with some half-read books Akaki lent to me, but since I probably won't have many chances to come return them, it'd be best to leave them here. If I really feel the need to finish reading one of them, I can just purchase one of my own. Well then, since I finished packing nice and early, I have some time to think about what comes next. When you're on the run, a city's the ideal choice. More densely populated, the better. Human beings have a natural tendency to hide out in some quiet little rural town in the middle of nowhere, but that is a serious mistake. The only people who think the country is full of kind-hearted folk living tranquil lives are city dwellers who've never been there. Honestly, when I think about hiding in the rural areas, it's not about kind-hearted folks. It's more about, I'm in the middle of nowhere. How are they gonna find me here? In reality, your typical village is a den of insular, malicious, and narrow-minded people, full of petty pride and obsessed with appearances. The countryside is a hell of a lot scarier than any city. And naturally, it's all more cold and hostile, a place for a complete stranger. The locals bear no social obligations or debts of gratitude to. When I was a kid, my mother and I learned that lesson the hard way. Ooh. Anyway, let's not tell that story. Sounds interesting. If we're going to try and hide out somewhere, ideally it should be a place neither Maki and I have ever visited before. Few people being chased by their enemies take refuge in a place they're totally unfamiliar with. Pursuers naturally start by searching areas where the fugitive would have a home field advantage. If Mom and I had known that back in the day, our lives might have turned out slightly better than they did. The thought does inspire some bitterness. Oh, okay. But there's not exactly anything to be done about that now. I can only shake my head firmly and put it out of my mind. What happened? So, if we're running somewhere, I guess the city would be best. When you're hiding a tree, do it in the forest. It's always dark at the foot of the lighthouse. Yep, there's a reason those proverbs have been passed down all this time. People pour in and out constantly. The residents are apathetic enough to not glance over at the next toilet stall. That's the city for you. However, massive crowds do have their downside. Although it will be harder to find us, it also becomes more difficult for us to notice the movements of our enemies. It wouldn't be so bad if we just had the competing factions within the Arisu to worry about, but I doubt we're going to get off that easy. My employer, Ichigaya, isn't going to sit back and let me leave, and if Akasaka moves, there's a possibility our friends in the NSA and CSS might get involved as well. However, like the old joke goes, if you're in town on the weekend and notice a Caucasian in golf clothes, leather shoes, and a pair of sunglasses, assume they're CIA. In other words, there are certainly ways to recognize those sorts of people. A thoroughly trained agent in their element is obvious at a glance. You can tell a CIA man when he's standing, a CSS man when he's sitting, and an NSA man when he's walking. Considering the possibility of their involvement, it'll probably be best to avoid yuppie-infested areas of the city where business suits are common, in favor of neighborhoods overflowing with flashy young people. A place where punk kids loiter around at all hours would be ideal. No. I was thinking of going back and hanging out with those gangster guys, but they probably don't like me. Anybody walking in as straight line in that sort of crowd would stand out like a sore thumb. Well then, I guess it's about time. I glanced back at the clock. It's just about 25 minutes have passed since Maki and I split up. Here, heaving the rucksack and containing everything I own onto my back, I leave my room and shut the door behind me.
あれ、ユージ、あんた何その荷物？どっか行くの？
Goodbye, Michiru. You truly were the most loyal of pets. Yeah, I think you might have a rough idea of the circumstances already, but Makina's in some real danger right now. Two of us are going to be hiding out for a while.
そうなんだ。どっか行き先の当てでもあるの？
No, nothing like that. Even if we did, it wouldn't be a good idea to use it. Let alone tell you.
なんか大変そうね。私に手伝えることってなんかある？
Yeah, just don't tell him anything. Anything at all. Well, let's see. If you have any cash on hand, a little farewell donation would be helpful.
急に言われてもな。
Although Michiru grimaces a little, she nonetheless retrieves her wallet from her pouch and takes a look inside.
ごめん、2000円しかない。
Oh, that's plenty to be helpful. That's plenty. Thanks, I'll make careful use of it. By the way, Michiru,
何よ。
you're not really acting all that surprised, are you?
まあね。由美子からそれとなく事情は説明されたし。
Well, you did want to know so you could react in a more appropriate fashion.
私たちにはどうすることもできないし、むしろ下手に関わろうとしない方があんたたちの助けになるって本当なの？
Yep, exactly right. There's nothing you can do. And if you stuck your head in anyways, you might as well end up becoming collateral damage. However, as long as you're in this school, it seems like Aki's going to keep you safe. You can just forget about us and go on living normally.
全部型がついたら戻ってくるんでしょ？
Well, that's the hope. I can't promise that, but I'll definitely try.
別にあんたなんてどうなってもいいけど、マキナだけはちゃんと守りなさいよね。
That was pretty unprompted.
私、こう見えてもあの子のこと結構気に入ってんだから。
Such a tsundere thing to say, eh? Yeah, I'll promise you that. No matter what happens, I'll protect Magina above all else. You can trust me on that one.
嘘よ。
Wait, what?
あんたのことはどうでもいいって言ったの。嘘。あんたもちゃんと帰ってくんのよ。
Don't think I'm particularly hard of hearing, but I didn't quite catch that. Mind, repeating yourself one more time.
もううっさいわね。さっきの2000円あげたんじゃなくて貸したんだからね。勘違いすんじゃないわよ。ちゃんと返しに来なさいよね。わかったの？わかったら返事しなさい。
Well, it's a lot more than 50 Mira, but I can give it back. Look, you don't have to scream. I can hear you fine. I get it. You just want the 2,000 yen back right now, or what?
返すんじゃないわよ。何喧嘩してんのよさ。
I don't think we're gonna figure this out before we leave. Let's just go. Oh, hey there, Magina. Ready to leave?
ザリガニも中庭の池に返してきたし、荷物も持ったよ。
That was a good idea of you.
ってあんたたちもう行っちゃうの？っていうかマキナ、あんた荷物ってそんだけ？そのカバン？おやつとお財布と、あとは替えのパンツ。
Just a... Wait.
パンツって、そんだけ？
Well, all of you seem like you only wear one or two actual pairs of clothing, so maybe that's all you have.
足りないものがあれば買えばいいし、余計なものを持っても邪魔なだけなのよ。
Yeah, but one pair of clothing seems a little taking that it's taking that idea a little too far. Wise attitude.
マキちゃんは入院慣れしてるから荷物が少ないのにも慣れてるもんね。サチ。マキちゃん、これさっき預かったリンゴの苗だけど、やっぱり私は受け取れないよ。これはマキちゃんが持って行って。
It'd be sort of cool if we could grow the apple tree somewhere.
マキちゃんがいつか安住の地を見つけたら、そこに植えるといいよ。実がなる頃にはきっと全部片付いてるから。
I see. One of the seedlings of hope deals.
はい。いつかきっと みんなで笑いながらリンゴを食べられたらいいなってそう思うんです。
Machina, why don't you take it?
わかった。じゃあいつかきっとみんなでリンゴ食べようね。
And before she loses it.
楽しみにしてるね。ねえ、ちょっと本当に行っちゃうの？今すぐ？
Not to worry, we'll meet again.
はい、お二人の武運長久をお祈りしています。
She hasn't been in this for a while now, has she? Huh, Amane.
ちょいとお待ちよ、お前さんたち。
You know, if you come along, that'll just probably be... It'll make us more difficult to, hide, right? I don't really think Yuji's gonna let that be an option.
マキナ、あんた、これ持っていきなさいな。ホームベーカリー。
Oh. Okay. I sort of figured you're gonna want to come with.
でもこれいいの？
これさえあればいつでもパンが焼けるでしょ。
This thing's going to be a bit of a burden.
うるさいわね。あんた男の子なんだからこれぐらいの荷物増えたって平気でしょ。あんたが背負っていけばいいじゃないのよ。
Such an attitude that. Yeah. I guess you're right.
あとこれあり合わせだけどお弁当詰めたからお昼になったら食べなさいね。マキナの好きなタケノコとレンコンとサヤエンドウの煮たのも入ってるから。
ありがとうなのよ。
あとあんた部屋に携帯電話忘れてたわよ。これがなかったら電話できないじゃない。
Might be a bad idea to bring those along.
それはわざと置いてきたのよさ。
If we really need a cell phone, we can get a disposable one. We definitely don't want anything that's tracked or associated with us in that way. I say it in basically every game I let's play now, but never leave a goddamn paper trail. It feels like this is a very consistent thing for some reason. It's always coming up as something that we should not be doing.
なんで？
We're not going on a vacation, you know. It'd be like carrying around a convenient little homing device everywhere we go.
そっか。あまねさんは心配性ですね。だってそういうさっちゃんは心配じゃないの？
I mean, shouldn't you have gotten that? That's sort of suspicious that you wanted to bring that anyways. I don't want to question your loyalty to Machina, but at the same time, I'm questioning it. Just questioning. I don't really think you're doing that, but I could imagine it being a possibility.
はい、私はマキちゃんも風見さんもちゃんと無事に帰ってくるって信じていますから。信じてるってだけで確証なんかないんでしょ？
She is indeed ever the optimist.
確かにそうです。でも私が信じているということをお二人に伝えました。
I also really like
そ
this
れ
song.
で十分ではないですか？
I also really like this song. Maybe I just like acoustics and piano, acoustic guitars and pianos a lot, but this is a nice arrangement.
どういうことよ？例えばお二人が辛い状況にあって諦めてしまいそうになった時。
You know, this is actually quickly becoming one of my favorite songs from this game.
信じて待っている人がいると思い出すことができれば、それが立ち上がる力になるかもしれません。
Has it been played before? It sounds familiar-ish.
信じるだけというのはいかにも無責任なように思えますが、信じるってそういう力があると私は思います。
Well, there's certainly a psychological effect to belief. It has a power. Negative, positive. Depends on the situation, context, how people interpret it. It's not so much the belief, but more so the attitude that can change things. But that'll mainly apply to us. And you expressing it now could help in the end. You're strong, Saji.
わかった。だったら私も信じて待ってるから。私だって信じてあげてもいいのよ。っていうか
信じるわよ。
Oh, I'll ask nicely. Please believe in us, Michiru.
はい。どうにも最近のみちる様は語尾が不明瞭でいけませんね。もっと大きな声で元気よくおっしゃっていただけますか？
Oh, don't pick on her too much. She's doing fine.
ああ、もうわかったわよ。大きな声で言えばいいんでしょ。信じるわよ。これでいい？
Honestly, the hesitancy of the other one made it sound so much more sincere.
チルチルがちゃんとツンデレしてる。長生きはするものなのよさ。
そうそう。人間長生きはするものだよ、マキちゃん。ですから、マキちゃんも風見さんも必ず帰ってくると約束してください。
But that's...
嘘でもいいですからお願いします。そしてその言葉を信じて待っている者がここにいるとご記憶に留めていただきたく思います。
Understood. We'll be back. Makina and I both.
お待ちしております。
約束だからね。絶対帰ってくるのよ。いい？
Yeah. It's a promise.
アキナ、あんたもちゃんと戻ってくるのよ。いい？うん。ありがとう、チルチル。ありがとう、みんな。
Let's go, Makina. With a forceful nod, Makina snaps her slipper-clad heels smartly together and squeezes her hands into fists. Standing at attention, she turns her gaze around the room, taking in the faces of her friends, one by one.
イリス・マキナ、行ってまいります。どうか皆様、お達者で。
Lowering her head about 10 degrees, the girl offers a salute worthy of a professional, and turns around and walks off without another word. There's a possibility we'll never see any of them again. Are you really alright with this quick of a farewell?
大丈夫なのよさ。きっとまた必ず会えるって私も信じてるし。
You know, I'd actually probably be more inclined to think this could end more tragically if I hadn't been told that, like, the sequel seems to incorporate the endings of all of them, and I'm sort of hard-pressed to believe that they'd have it do that with a dead character.
また戻ってこれるんでしょ。
And then again, there's probably a good and bad ending, so maybe I'm reading a bit too much into that, and because there probably is a good and bad ending. Probably one when no one dies, and probably one where everyone dies. Ah, yeah, that's right. Guaranteed.
だったら何も問題ないのよさ。ただユミちゃんにお別れを言えなかったのは残念だけどね。
I'm pretty sure you gave her one hell of a goodbye. She's a bit of a special case, I suppose.
どういうこと？
Look up at the roof of the school. Right. After briefly squinting up in the distant building, Makina retrieves her scope from her bag, then presses the rubber cup to her eye.
あ、ユミちゃんだ。こっち見てる。あの子、あんなとこで何してんのよさ。
Let's just call that her place. Must be her way of sending us off. With a frown. I see. So she went with this approach, huh? I was expecting something of the sort. Although I pictured her leaning against a wall at the end of the platform, waiting in silence as our train rolled away.
なんであんな無駄に格好をつけてるの？
Don't say that. Pulls it off pretty well, doesn't she? Why don't you hit her with a little swag of your own?
まあそうな。
Well, you don't have to if you're going to be so hesitant about it.
あばよ、親友。
Wait. Did you two really get along that well?
そう言うなよ。
Nah, it's gotta be anticlimactic. While our exit scene was a bit on the haphazard side, with this, Maki and I have taken our leave of Mihama Academy. finally legitimately leaving it. It has been quite a home throughout these 56th episode, I believe this is. God damn, I was looking actually at the Muv-Love playlist, like the other a long VN I've done, and I'm pretty sure one more episode and we'll match the episode count and get really near, if not more or less, match the actual playlist length in time for that. So, damn. We're not running away in defeat, but rather falling back to fight another day. Still, when I think rationally about the odds of us ever returning to this place, it's hard to help feeling more than a little glum as well. But when I glance down at Makina, expecting to find some form of sorrow distorting her face after our abrupt departure, I'm somewhat surprised to find she doesn't look particularly discouraged, let alone teary-eyed. If anything, her bright and optimistic expression reminds me of a young girl heading out to the zoo hand in hand with her father. The attitude's clearly only possible because of Makina's genuine trust in me, so I don't particularly feel the need to remind her this isn't a game. There's no need to share my burden with her. From this point on, things get a little murky. I've roughly decided that we'll be concealing ourselves within the city. What city? But the specific area and details of how we'll be getting there are still up in the air. We're gonna go to the local city? Doesn't that seem more dangerous? Oh god. I mean, wouldn't that be the first place they checked? Well, in any case, we've just taken our first step on our somewhat contradictory attempt at bold and determined retreat. It's definitely nice that we were able to rush out of Mihama without leaving any ill will or regrets in our wake, but now we have to face the real problems. The first hurdle we need to clear is arranging a method of transportation. It wouldn't be that problematic if I was alone, but with Makina tagging along, the ancient wolf with cub dilemma, the range we can reasonably expect to cover on foot is severely limited. I did consider asking Imani to loan us a vehicle, but if at all possible, I don't want to risk dragging her into this, so we can steal her motorbike, right? Material aiding and abetting would be more than enough to land her deep in hot water. So all we gotta do is steal it, right? That's all you gotta do. Then whenever it comes around, I mean, she wouldn't be aiding and abetting us if we didn't ask her. And then when it comes down to actually pressing charges, she can be like, I don't care that much, they can have it. In the first place, wouldn't legally that make the most sense? It would definitely be the most easy to clean up in that regard. In the first place, hurrying to a crowded place where we can blend in by zipping along by ourselves on a conspicuous motorcycle would be the definition of cart before the horse. Maybe not the really loud motorcycle. Good point. And since we have nothing whatsoever in the way of support, it's painfully clear that avoiding the watchful gaze of the end system and street cameras will be a major challenge. Right, Japan has probably a lot more of those, right? Using public transportation, such as buses or trains, would be ideal countermeasures, since the other passengers would become human shields and camouflage. Which leaves us with the thorny problem of slipping past the surveillance camps around the train station. But the black motorcycle from the other day is nowhere to be found, and in its place... Hey, Makina. But can you head up the platform and wait for me? Don't worry. I'll be there soon. But if I don't show up within 30 minutes, head for the place written on this piece of paper. You can handle that, right? Don't make that face. I don't want to make you act on your own right off the bat either. But even if I have a few obligations I can't just walk away from. Here, I'll give you some money I scammed off Michu earlier. Get yourself a box lunch while you wait or something. Yes, let's waste money on ice cream while we're on the land with very little money. Ice cream comes after the meal. I'll buy for you later, so just be patient. Yeah. Right where the surveillance operator's black motorcycle was parked the other day, there's an exceptionally eye-catching, bright yellow sports car. Yep, that's basically what I figured. There's only one person who'd be parking a gaudy thing like that around here. Haha. Not as if you're going to stop talking if I say no, right? Beginning the conversation with a heavy sigh. And the words I knew would come to this. JB cricks her neck back and forth in familiar gesture of exasperation. Well, I'd more or less assumed she'd see through me, and I'd prepared for the possibility she'd get in touch somehow once we took action, but I have to admit, I didn't expect her to clear the area for a face-to-face meeting like this.
行くあてはあるの？
Not really. And even if I did, I couldn't exactly tell you about it, as you're well aware, JB. I like to think that I understand you almost as well as you understand me. Can't betray Ichigaya, can you?
子供が知った風な口を。
I know you're incapable of sacrificing the large for the small. You believe in prioritizing the big picture, and you've lived by that principle all this time. If you choose to betray the organization for our sake here and now, all those small things you've sacrificed up to this point would have died in vain. You can't possibly do that, and even if you could, I wouldn't ask you to.
無駄なことよ。やめておきなさい。どうせあなたたちはすぐに処分される。でも、今ここで両手を上げるのならば、確保で済ませることもできる。
And what happens then? You're planning to re-educate me? Or maybe arrange a summary execution? I'm just an unusually high-priced piece of disposable equipment, so I suppose that'd be fitting enough. But what happens to Makina? If we hand her over to her family, she'll be killed. Am I wrong? If I'm going to be put down in the end anyways, I'll use the rest of my life for Makina's sake.
落ち着いてよく考えなさい。あなた一人で何ができるというの？これは赤坂と市ヶ谷の相違で決まったことなのよ。
That's another thing I don't understand. Why go that far? I'm talking about Makina here, you know? A perfectly commonplace, slightly dim-witted girl with some awkward family circumstances. What meaning is there in killing one insignificant woman like that? Why would the nation itself fixate on her like this? Sorry, you don't have to answer that. I've already openly declared my intention to become a traitor. Just by coming to meet me like this, JB's already placed herself in a significantly unfavorable position. And especially given that she's my direct superior and case officer, if the card falls badly, it's entirely plausible to imagine her being taken into custody herself. I thought leaving quietly would be an act of courtesy towards you. That way you can just be a dumb blonde who didn't see any of this coming. Tell me something, JB. If you knew what I was going to do, then why are you here?
そうね。ちゃんとお互いに顔を見て話し合えば、あなたを説得できる。そんな風に甘く考えていたのかもしれないわね。
So, you've given up on trying to persuade me?
おっぱい触らせてあげるって言ったら、諦める？
I mean, I'd probably touch your breast, then proceed to leave. Let me think that one over.
考えるんだ。でも、考えるだけよね。結局、結論は変わらない。初子貫徹ってわけじゃないけど、一度こうだと決めたら、絶対にブレない。諦めない。そういう強情なところは、師匠譲りかしらね。
I'd actually say I got it from my big sister, actually. Kazuki always said to live every day, picturing myself 10 years in the future. And if I were to abandon that girl now, even in 10 years, I'd probably be a miserable piece of trash, unable to raise my head even in front of Makina's grave. I won't take that path.
その結果、自分が命を落とすことになっても
Dying for the woman you fell in love with strikes me as a pretty good way to go.
それは残された女の気持ちを考えない男の身勝手よ。
Well, she'll probably feel pretty sad. Till she's shot like 5 seconds later. My master taught me, you're not a man until you find something that matters more to you than your own life.
朝子を盾にすれば、私が何でも納得すると思ったら大間違いよ。
Oh yeah? Well, if you think thrusting your breast out is going to make me listen, you're even more mistaken.
あら、じゃあいらないの？おっぱい。
I didn't say that.
ひどい会話ね。自分がここへ何しに来たのか忘れそうだわ。
Go ahead, forget entirely. And turn around and go home.
冷たいのね。
Sorry. I mean, what do you expect?
謝らないでよ。あなたを責めるために来たわけじゃないわ。
Well, you don't appear to be armed, so I suppose you won't be trying to convince me at gunpoint either. In which case, I think we're done here.
どうせ私が何を言ったって無駄でしょ。朝子もユージもいつだってそうだった。それでももう一度だけ警告するわ。やめておきなさい。今逃げれば あなたもマキナも
I mean,
必ず死ぬ。
I totally understand your perspective. You think the situation is either only Machina dies or both of us die, and one of those obviously gives a much greater return. But I disagree, because there's probably a good and bad ending.
このまま逃げ回っていれば、いつかはイリスケも諦めると思っているのなら、それは間違いよ。
What do you mean?
これは私が独自に調べた情報だし、あまり確実とは言えないソースからの情報なの。先日の夜、イリス・マキナからイリス・キヨカに電話があったそうよ。
And that's right. The day the bakery was set on fire. After returning to the dorm in tears that night, Machina definitely said she was going to call her mother, although I never heard the details.
その時の電話でマキナは、もうこれ以上私に関わらないでほしい。これ以上の干渉が続くようであれば、
Stupid.
過去の汚職の事実を暴露すると。
Stupid. We should probably do that. At this point, might as fucking well, right?
母親を相手に逆に脅しをかけたらしいわ。
I see. Yeah, that would explain this abrupt assassination plan, wouldn't it?
そういうこと。
They pushed Risu, Masataka, into an early grave to protect themselves, and now they're going to do the same to his daughter.
イリス・マキナの記憶力はあなたも知っているでしょ。
True. So it's a very legitimate threat.
彼女は幼い頃、父親の書斎で偶然に見かけた汚職関連の資料の内容を未だに覚えているみたいね。電話口で母親に向かって当時の資料をそらんじて聞かせたらしいわ。
That is a good threat. Unfortunately, it's not a smart threat.
具体的な数字や取引相手の企業の名前が判明してしまえば、あとは少し調べるだけでもボロボロと不正が発覚してしまう。マキナが生きている限り安心はできない。いつどこから情報が漏れるともしれない。
Seriously. If we're gonna die, we might as well release it, right? We might as well leak all that shit everywhere, right?
それを恐れたイリスケはマキナの暗殺に踏み切ったというわけよ。
But then how did that job end up coming to me? Ichigaya, Nagasaka, and even Kazami Gasaki approved the assassination. I don't understand why. I mean...
それだけイリス一族の力が国政にも深く根付いているということよ。下手に逆らったところで誰も得をしない。
So they left everything up to you guys and just assumed no one would betray them. Friendship's one thing, but your wallet's another, huh? Makes me want to vomit. In the first place, since you know our secrets, we can't let you live. Are these people capitalists or gangsters? Hey, sort of the same thing in some circles, eh? I mean, I'm not completely naive about the workings of the world. If you ask me to name a few righteous, ethically sound organizations, all I could do is stand there scratching my head like an idiot. I understand how things are. But an organization that kills children should prop itself up. That's one thing I don't even want to understand. An organization that needs to go that far to keep itself standing should just collapse.
あなた一人でイリスケを滅ぼすというの？無理よ。このままではあなたも始末の対象になる。
I knew that from the start. If you can't live without taking human lives, then take them. Those are just the rules of the game. Nothing to trouble your conscience over. But if you're coming to take someone's life, go and prepare to lose your own instead. I won't hesitate to kill.
そんなことあなたにできるの？
Wrong question. It's the only thing I'm capable of. There's nothing else I can do to help her. Maybe that makes me a bad guy. I've made my decision. For Makina's sake, I'll sink as low as I have to. However many you send, I'll kill them. I'll kill all of them. I'll keep killing for years on end if need be. Even if they send you, JB.
嫌な目ね。ドロドロに濁ってどんどん色が抜けていく。出会ったばかりの頃、病院のベッドの上で見たあの頃のあなたの目だわ。
Well then, maybe this is just my true nature. Don't resist orders from above. Don't doubt, don't think. Just obey. Keep what you really think buried safely away. Maintain the facade and you'll trudge through life without problems. But what's the point of an existence like that? After Asako died, I lost my purpose. But now I've found Magina, my life has meaning again. I won't let anyone take that away.
あなたにとってあの子はそれだけの価値があると?
What can I say? Seems like caring about someone really can sneak up on you, little by little. From the moment they're born, human beings are given something to protect. Namely, their own existence. The most precious thing we have, the possession we should treasure above all else, is our life. But through the passage of time, our priorities grow more complicated. Often we find something that matters even more than ourselves. For example, our families. For example, our motherland. And while a few people probably grow up still treasuring their own lives above all else, they fight to protect the things they need to protect themselves. As human beings live, they naturally find more things to protect. And when they find something more precious than even their own lives, something they would throw away everything else to protect, people undergo a change. Even if it leaves them broken or miserable or poor, even at the cost of their own dignity and pride, even to the point of foolishness, they struggle for the sake of that something. Keeping it safe becomes their only joy, the only way they can keep themselves whole. And so they toss aside anything that gets in their way, take any measures necessary, and protect it with everything they have. I'm afraid of change, but I want to change. That contradiction is part of me, but I won't let it paralyze me. I'll walk forward, step by painful step. JB, you understand, right? I don't value my life particularly highly. I'm alright with dying whenever and wherever. Hell, it could have happened a dozen times by now on the job. But if I'm going to grow one way or the other, I want a death that has some meaning. I want a reason to look back and say I lived for something. I played that role for Asuka, and now Makina's taking it on for me. People like us can't live any other way, and I think it's probably the only way we can die too.
バカよ。あなたも、Asakoも。
Those are actually really faint tears. You don't have to tell me. I'm well aware. I was born stupid and a coward to boot. Nothing to be done about it now. As the conversation comes to a pause, I glance down at the watch on my left wrist. It's time. I'm leaving now. Better get back to work yourself, JB.
待って、ユージ。
What now?
あなた、その格好のまま逃げる気?
I'm in my academy uniform, aren't I? With these words, JB retrieves her wallet from her breast pocket and takes out a few 10,000 yen bills from inside.
服を買いなさい。制服のまま人を殺さないで。それと、女性に対するマナーの本でも買いなさい。
I'll have Makina memorize it. Sorry, and thank you, Julia.
こんな時ばっかりジュリアって呼ばないで。私のことなんて便利な女としか思ってないくせに。ムカつくのよ、あなた。勝手にどこへでも行けばいいじゃない。もう知らないんだから。
I'm sorry.
知らないんだから。
It's okay. Well, it's not okay. I understand. My bad. Way to cry, huh? Come to think of it, always seems like I'm always bringing JB to tears. What with all the orders I've ignored? Not to mention the insubordination and rule breaking. But this time, it must taste so much more bitter than ever before. After Asako died and I began to stubbornly refuse any order to kill, it was JP who supported and protected me. I've repaid her with outright betrayal. After leaving JB behind and going up to the station platform, I find Makina seated on a bench munching away on a cheap meat dumpling lunch. It looks tasty. Yeah, I'll take it. When I receive the box from Makina and try to untie the strings crossed over the top, I notice that my fingers are shaky. No, it's nothing. If at all possible, I don't want to kill anyone. If I don't, we'll both die. I knew that from the start, of course, but now I've declared it outright to JB. I guess the unavoidable reality of the situation finally sank in. I'm not particularly afraid of dying, and I'm not that attached to my life. But right now, I have someone who I need to protect at any cost. Failure is no longer an option, and my hands won't stop trembling.
ごめんね、パパ。私のせいで。
Normally I would say, no, you're just blaming yourself, but it sort of kind of definitely is your fault. Well, it's not all your fault. You weren't the entire one to push it to this situation, but you did sort of break the camel's back in a really, really unnecessary way. You don't have anything to apologize for. This is how it has to be. I don't know any other way of life. If anything, I'm grateful to you. You and I might have met each other just in the nick of time. I needed Makina, and Makina needed me. Who cares about the other routes? This is obviously the one that has to be real, right? Looking back on it now, this outcome might have been inevitable from the moment I met her. Or there was a bunch of other routes. The girl might have been waiting in the school for me, waiting to offer me one final chance. I really, truly am grateful. This is pretty good stuff, isn't it? It's meat dumplings. I thought I didn't like meat. I don't regret a thing. From a local train at Michimake, we switch to an express after 2 stops. 4 stations later, we get on another local, heading in the opposite direction, only to disembark in the first stop to catch a semi-express. Riding that all the way to Shinjuku, we cut through the maze-like subterranean tunnels towards Shinjuku St. Chom Station, which we switch to the subway. We're in Tokyo? Shinjuku's Tokyo, yeah. Considering a number of similar feints as I keep a watchful eye out for possible pursuers, we finish a quick shopping trip at a hardware store and pharmacy, then finally make our way to a certain neighborhood.
さすがに疲れた。
Yeah, I guess you would be. Exhaustion dulls your capacity for judgment. No point in walking ourselves ragged. No matter how many feints you make, it only takes one moment of bad luck to be discovered. You get a point of diminishing returns after a while. Making ourselves hard to track is about all we can hope for. Is JB really going to go after us? I wonder. I mean, she has an obligation to, but at the same time, if I was in her sort of situation, the responsible thing to do for both her, maybe not Yuuji, but I don't know how each guy would see it, but I'd be like, go to my superior, or JB superior if I was JB. I'd be like, I am obviously emotionally compromised on this, and I'll probably make hesitations that I shouldn't be making otherwise. Assign someone else to it because I can't do this. Because I will be the one making hesitant decisions when I really shouldn't be making hesitant decisions.
それはいいんだけど、どこへ行くの?
We're gonna go live with the dogs because, I mean, this game's basically about cats and dogs, right? Discreet lodging facilities are surprisingly easy to find almost anywhere, especially in parts of town frequented by young people. You'll find plenty of fashion hotels. Of course, if you want some tidy-looking place right on the main street, you're going to be running up a decent bill fast. But unless you're bound and determined to stay in some amusement park room with a rotating bed, one of those old-fashioned hotels dating from pre-war era is just fine. The walls tend to be thin, but that means you can't miss anyone breaking in. For some strange reason, this kind of cheap hotel is always without fail managed by a half-death old bat. It took a good deal of effort just to get across where we wanted, but the old lady didn't even bat an eyelid with when 2 of her customers started fighting loudly. Just the sort of indifference we're looking for.
なんか、このお部屋、消毒薬臭い。まるで保健室か病院みたいなのよさ。
This is the life you chose when you decided to threaten your mother. There are probably other routes this could have gone otherwise. In any case, let's double check our luggage and the stuff we bought on the way, and take a breather.
わかった。
I lower my personal baggage, and the bread-making machine Mane foisted onto me on the floor of our little room. Always nice to get a little weight off your shoulders. Guess we'll start by emptying the backpack, then move up to reviewing the supplementary items we picked up on the way here. Before I can begin, a voice comes flooding into the room from the other side of the paper-thin wall. Oh god, don't tell me it is what I think it is. Ah, this place is what it is, so I guess we really can't complain.
何なんか変な声が聞こえるのよさ。隣なんか変な動物でもいるの？
What the dick? Ends indeed. Sure. There's an animal involved, technically speaking. That sounds exaggerated. Sounds like mooing to me? Oh, must be cattle. They're watching a show about cattle. That's it, yes.
牛？また一？
The word's pronounced GNU, actually. I don't know how to pronounce new. I don't know. She's really into it. Or really not into it. I'm not sure, actually.
誰がアホじゃ！アホは己じゃボケ！ぶち暮らすぞまた一！こら！
Yeah, no. Hey, don't kick the wall. They're thin. You might actually break them.
また一！おじろまた一！
Actually, do people recognize your voice? Because you yelling might be a problem in that case. Who the hell's Eugene supposed to be? This exceptionally boisterous rat motel should make for a good temporary base of operations. For one thing, it's completely incompatible with the gloomy pathos that so often comes with being on the run. And although I've been playing set about establishing early warning measures against intruders, it doesn't seem like that's going to be strictly necessary. Once the show in the next room comes to an end, there's an almost complete silence. Even the usual noise of the city doesn't really reach us here. On top of which, this building seems to have been standing since before the war, judging by its notable state of deterioration. The whole structure creaks and groans audibly just from people walking down the avenue outside, so the building itself is basically its own intruder system. Alarm. We've got 3 entrances and exits, front, back, and emergency. But outside the back, there's a grizzled old Shiva dog tied up that growls and barks every time someone draws near. Probably the old lady's pet. Although it's definitely getting on in years, the animal seems to be a dedicated veteran with a long history of service guarding the back gate. Whether it's lovebirds sneaking around in hope of a free stay, or suspicious characters from the Yakuza offices lingering about, the Shiba watchdog barks persistently at all who approach as if trying to wear out its own throat. The voice possesses the dignity of a proud and trustworthy professional. And as for the emergency exit, yeah, have to scratch your head at this one. Even though it's supposed to be the resident's escape route in case of trouble, the thing doesn't open. Someone from the fire department does seem to have stopped by for a lecture, since there's a green light at the end of the hallway indicating the exit, but the door itself just won't budge. Completely befuddled, I circle around to the outside of the building and take a look, only to discover a presumably abandoned bicycle rusted to a brilliant red wedge between the emergency exit and the building next door. It doesn't matter how hard you push from the inside, this thing isn't going to open. And if you try to remove the obstacle from the outside, you gotta make a hell of a lot of noise doing it. Not exactly an ideal situation from a safety code standpoint, but this would pose a minor but aggravating problem for any intruders. So I decided to leave it as is. Finally, there's the front entrance. The 5 square meter space you'd come in immediately on entering the building is the manager's office and reception area all in one. The extent of the security here is the half-deaf old lady herself, sneaking behind her desk watching period dramas and decades-old suspense serials. Not much sign she's even trying to keep an eye on things. A few minutes into my observation, she abruptly pushes herself to her feet with a grunt of "whoopsie-daisy," then opens the door of the manager's office and wanders out into the street. I spent 15 minutes wondering what's so important that the woman left her building completely unattended, at which point she returned to the box of cigarettes in her hand. Oh god, this would be bad. I can't stand the smell of smoke, so that would be not fun. She seems hobbled down in a local liquor store to get herself some smokes. I think it's safe to conclude that her management of the premises is someone on the perfunctory side. Well, better than no one at all. Probably. I mean, the illusion of safety is probably more dangerous than having no one, right? But just to be on the safe side, I decided to install a single motion detecting security light I purchased at the hardware store under the eaves at the front. The old lady accepts this easily enough. She's apparently deeply impressed to learn that in our convenient modern world, a mere 3,200 yen can buy you a light that flips on automatically when people approach. After a thorough secondary check of the surrounding area, including potential nearby sniping spots, I return to find Makina already quietly asleep atop of her futon. Not surprising that she'd be tired out after walking and switching trains like we did today, but the girl didn't even bother to change first. She's curled up in her clothes. Hey, Machina, let's get undressed before you go to sleep.
あんまね逃して
Oh god. Now I have to take up Amane's role for everything. Fuck. Amane's not here.
じゃあパパ逃して
I'd really rather not. What a pain in the ass. Well, maybe it's not that big a deal in the circumstances. If anything, I'd save her the need to pull her clothes on in the panic of in the event of a raid. Guess we can just go to bed like this for today. Come on, Machina. Over a little. I can't get in.
にゃ一緒に寝てくれるにょ
I see 2 futons. Don't say, yeah, kid. Given the layout of this room, it's more convenient if we sleep in one place. Didn't Yuuji have this whole lecture earlier about how it's bad to sleep in one place? Because you're more easily surrounded if something does happen? I remember that relatively clearly. Whatever. From now on, we'll be living every day listening as the enemy's footsteps approach from behind. No guarantee we'll ever be alive tomorrow. The easy, peaceful life we enjoyed only a few days ago is over now. The easy, peaceful life we enjoyed only a few days ago is over now. Why are they so determined to torment this girl? My head hurts. Well, we know exactly why. My damn head really hurts. Ichigaya.
ああ、失態だね。これは大失態だよ、ハルデラ君。まさか君が飼い犬に手を噛まれるとはね。
I feel as though that's an inaccurate description. We're not really biting anything, more so just ignoring it.
申し訳ありません。
From an owner that's really fucking needy.
勇敢である君には随分と目をかけてきたつもりだし、私もそれなりの便宜を図ったつもりだったが、これは私に見る目がなかったということなのかな。
Oh my.
いえ、決してそのようなことは。
でもさ、君、実際逃げちゃったんだろ？9029号がさ、そりゃね、9029は特別な番号だ。過去の経歴を含め、君に一任するのがベストだと思っていたさ。何せ君は、あの命令無視の常習犯だった日下部麻子をコントロールできる唯一の人間だったんだ。それがどうだい？今回のこのざまは、首輪を引きちぎって逃げたって言うならまだいいさ。どうせ名簿には乗っちょいない男だ。こっそりと処分してしまえばいいだけの話だ。だが、安泰を連れて逃げたとなれば、そりゃ話は別だよ君。これはもう命令無視なんて話じゃない。国家反逆罪だよ。
Is it legitimately?
どう責任を取るつもりなのかね。
What is treason? I mean, I get the idea of what treason is, but is there like a legitimate definition in the legal sense for both, I guess, Japanese and American governments that would outright declare whether this actually counts towards it or not? Because I'm thinking this sort of like backroom dealing sort of thing is very questionable in terms of what treason is. I mean, it might be treason to what they think, in the idea that, no, let's kill them, it's treason, silly treason, who cares about the courts?
申し訳ありません。
But yeah, I think that's... It seems like a weird thing to say, basically.
ハルデラ君、君ね。私は別に謝ってもらいたくてこんなことを言ってるわけじゃないんだよ。
Why is it... It's such a condescending tone of voice, like... it happens so goddamn much in this, for side characters that come in.
ハートはなんだね、ハートは。まったく冗談じゃないよ。
Because, like, if I imagine that tone of voice and someone speaking English would be like, well, this is just how it has to be, isn't it? Oh my, excuse me. What's ha supposed to mean? Unbelievable.
小から小になって、やっとオフィスの看板を掲げられるようになったかと思えばこの不始末だ。
I never said I was a good voice actor, by the way.
君ね、 うちはただでさえ外資外資と煙たがられているってのに、これ以上私の立場を悪くしないでくれよ。休日に子供とも遊ばずに勉強して、私がどんな思いで赤絨毯の個室を手に入れたと思っているのかね。
So the thing more important to you that you'll throw your life away for is your job? Okay, interesting.
知らないわよ。
何か言ったかね。
Hey, I'm rubbing off on you, JB, or maybe Yasuko did. That might be a better way of phrasing.
いえ、空耳か被害妄想ではありませんか。
とにかくだ。9029号の立ち寄り先の予想リストをすぐに用意してくれたまえ。
ですから先ほど説明させていただいた通り、9029号が逃亡した場合、一度でも足を踏み入れた場所は避けるはずです。
That doesn't mean you shouldn't check.
過去に9029号が住んでいた場所や任務で訪れた場所を除外したリストは提出済みです。それとこれはあくまでも勘の域を出ない推測ですが、9029号はかなりの高確率で都内に、それもここからそう遠くない場所に潜伏していると思われます。
That's an interesting thought. I don't think. What's this place in Shinjuku?
それは飼い主としての直感かね。
Yeah, be more condescending. You're gonna ignore it, aren't you?
一応君の言う通りに二種装備の捜査官を待機させてはいるが、漠然と都内と言われてもだね。
Yeah, that's probably as much of a plan as I ever had, so yeah.
クローバー12より緊急、内容29を発見、現在追尾中。
Bullshit.
場所は
港区新橋2丁目、烏森神社方面から汐留方面へ向けて徒歩で移動中。
Bullshit.
服装は黒のスーツに青系のネクタイ、手荷物の類は所持認められず、指示を求めております。
Bullshit.
安泰はイリス・マキナは一緒にいるのか。
いえ、単独です。
よし、確保だ。
Bullshit.
いえ、ダメですよ。そのまま尾行を続けさせてください。ここは下手に刺激せずに、新宿と渋谷の実動を応援に回して潜伏先を突き止める方が先決です。
Bullshit. There's no way I was discovered that quickly. Unless I'm doing it on. No way.
確保して尋問すれば済む話ではないのかね。
No, because I wouldn't speak, and you'd never find. Well, I suppose Micah is probably not as good at this as me, so they'll probably find her. But
相手は9029号なんですよ。
君は今自分が置かれている立場を理解しているのか。
pulling rank when discussing like critical thinking is probably not a good idea ever.
君にはオブザーバーとしての意見は求めても、作戦に対する決定権は与えられてはいない。
ではご自身の責任で発令を。私はステイを進言したということをお忘れなく。
ま、いいだろう。ファレル君、とりあえずは現状維持だ。
了解。クローバー12、This is Queen. Not contact.
Queen? You're not queen. There's such a better queen.
Maintenance of the status quo. Repeat. Not contact. Maintenance of the status quo.
私は中央発令所に入る。君も来るかね。
いえ、私が行っても場が乱れるだけでしょう。こちらで。
場合によっては君の身柄も拘束されることになる。覚悟しておきたまえ。
What? Based on, like, if you haven't already, what would change the situation to make you actually want to do that?
はい。
Huh. Yeah, you look sad.
疲れた。
お疲れ様です、先輩。コーヒーいかが
You're
です
calling
か？
her senpai. Interesting.
うん、お願い。
デカフェで？
うん、カフェインたっぷりでお願い。なんかもう飲まなきゃやってらんないって感じ。
本部長闇節ねちっこいですからね。内閣府で石部副長官の腰巾着をやってた頃からあんな性格だったって噂ですよ。
Yeah, he seems like an asshole. For literally no reason whatsoever. Whatever. He seems like he's pulling rank for the sake of pulling rank at times, basically.
あまり言わないであげてよ。あれでも一応うちの立役者なんだから。
Oh, well. Ooh.
どうしたの？
嘘なんで？
報告しなさい。
クローバー12シグナルロスト。
おー。
一体何が？地下に降りたわけではなくて？
違います。場所は東口中央広場で。
今度は何？
Am I actually trying to take them out?
造営に向かったトランプがハート9、スペード6、ダイヤエース、シグナルロスト。
どういうこと？
そんなの私に聞かれても困りますよ。ただシグナルがロストしたということは発信機を破壊されたか殺された。
残りのトランプは？
ハートジャックのみですが、まだ配属2ヶ月の新人です。
ハートということは女性工作員ね。若いの？
はい、まだ24歳ですね。
Only?
その子、胸は大きい？
Fuck you.
は？
Fuck you. I don't think Yuji's been so. I mean, he's definitely more inclined. Fuck. He actually might be a tit person. Damn it.
バストは大きいかと聞いているのよ。どうなの？
ちょっと待ってください。身長172センチでバストは88センチですね。それが何
？9029は巨乳に甘いのよ。いいわ。その子には即刻引き上げ命令を出しなさい。
でもそんな命令勝手に出したらまた本部長に。
このままでは全滅すると中央に伝えなさい。それと事後処理班を現場に急がせて。責任は私が取ります。急ぐ。はい。ユージ。
What am I thinking? What on earth are you thinking? Am I really? Oh, that was a long line. Am I really doing this? Am I gone?
パパ、どこ行ったの？アキラを一人にしたら嫌だ。
So I'm not actually here. Interesting. So maybe it actually is me. Really? This seems surprising to take the offensive so quickly. Why was I checking all that stuff if I wasn't going to use it? I'm right here, Machina. Oh, okay.
心配するじゃんかさ。勝手にどっか行ったらダメなのよ。どこ行ってやがったのよさ。
Just cleaning up the neighborhood a little. Okay. That's a legit. Okay, no, I get it. Doesn't that really show our... I get it. But at the same time, I feel as though, doesn't that like show our location so much more? I guess if you figured that JB would already figured he'd go to Tokyo.
掃除？
Noticed a few rats skulking around. One of them got away, but I took care of the rest. You don't have anything to worry about.
そっか。
Look, it's still 3:30 in the morning. You can sleep a little longer.
わかった。
This is gonna be a long night, isn't it? That's right. Nothing to worry about. Just leave everything to me. For the time being, I've chased all the suits. The next ones, they said, will probably be Special Forces or SAT, I guess. Oh, whatever. Hardly matters. Did I legitimately kill them, or did I just like knock them out or some shit? Whoever comes, I'll just take them. I'll just take them out one by one. Ah, shit! My head's killing me. God damn it. Why is it? Is this just like?
もうどうしてこういうことになるのかね、ハルテラ君。
This is an interesting way to tell this sort of story. To do it from the pursuer's perspective, but only from like the command center.
現状維持命令を解除するからですよ。相手は9029号だと言ったはずです。
ああ、君はいつもそうしてその番号を口にするが、所詮は2代目じゃないか。そこまで大騒ぎするようなことかね。
その油断の結果はご自分で確認されたのではありませんか？襲撃された工作員に死人は出ました。
Good question. I am curious.
いや、 重傷者は出たが、4人とも命に別状はない。
Enough to put him out of commission for quite some time, I bet, though.
ということはまだ封印は解けていないということですね。
封印？
90295 風見雄二には日下部麻子だけが解くことのできた封印がかかっていま
It's a
す。
seal over his right eye because when he takes off the eye patch, he'll do amazing explosion magic. Oh god, no, that's just such a cringy way of saying it, honestly.
元来風見雄二という男は臆病で気が小さく殺人を好むような人間ではありませんし、幼少期の体験がもとで殺人に対する強い精神的外傷を持っていて、殺人という行為に自我を保てないほどの極度の恐怖感情を持っています。
それは資料で読ませてもらったが、殺人が好きな子供などそうはいまい。それで
資料はちゃんと目を通していた。
効果表には目を通した。
そんな成績表だけで理解できるほど単純ではありません。
十分だよ。風見雄二は12歳の時、実の父親を殺している。それが原因でトラウマを抱えているという話だろ。
Interesting. So he sort of went on the run. He killed his father. I'm guessing the killing the father went first, or maybe he went on the run and he had to kill his father. And somehow that resulted in the rest of his family being killed?
本人がそう信じているだけで、実際に殺したわけではありません。
Oh, do I still believe that to be the case?
だが結果的には父親は死んでいる。
Or is it the sort of situation where he did something that caused him to die and he's basically like, I killed him?
つまり何が言いたいのかね、君は。簡潔に説明してくれたまえよ。私も忙しい身でね。資料を読み込む時間もなければ、君の長話に付き合っている時間もないのだよ。
父親の殺害、そして母親の自殺。この2つの死を風見雄二は自分のせいだと信じています。
Oh, suicide, eh?
そして幼かった彼はその呵責に耐えることができなかった。そしてその呵責を取り除くために日下部麻子は彼に暗示をかけたのです。
Okay, so a legitimate like hypnotherapy sort of style thing going on here?
弱い者を守るために戦ったのだから何も間違っていない。お前は正しいことをしたのだと。
その結果、風見雄二は殺人を事故で正当化できるようになったというわけか。
いいえ、違います。彼は幼い頃に両親を殺害したのも、これまでの任務で暗殺してきたテロリストも、全部自分の右腕に取り付いた悪魔が勝手にやったことだと信じるようになったのです。
Wait, are you motherfucking kidding me?
わからんな。なぜそんなことに。
He doesn't seem to believe. Oh god, I've never seen anything in his thought process that makes me feel as though that's the case.
子供ながらに最も安直な回答である俺のせいじゃないという答えに逃げ込んだ結果でしょ
But does he honestly actually believe that, even if he said as much?
なるほど。そういうことなら理解できないでもないか。
でしょ。
Because every time he thinks about it, he thinks about how he's doing for Asuko, right?
何？どういう意味かね。
他はありません。
つまりだ。自分のせいではない、すべては悪魔の仕業だと信じることで、風見雄二は暗殺任務に従事することができていた。
Okay.
そしてその暗示をかけることができたのが日下部麻子だったと。そういうこと？
いえ、逆です。悪魔のせいにすることで、片っ端から人を殺してしまう風見雄二を暗示で押さえつけていたのが日下部麻子です。
まったく複雑だな。つまり風見雄二に殺人許可を出していた日下部麻子はもう事実。未だ死人は出ていない。
Huh. So I assume what she's suggesting is that Makina might be able to instill the same basic change of mentality in Yuji, even if it's just through a different method and probably obviously unintentionally.
そうではありません。違います。人を殺すなと暗示をかけ続けていた麻子はもういないのです。いつ暗示という封印が解けてしまうか予想がつきません。
I swear, if Yuji actually starts going on about how, oh, my arm's killing more people, I actually would find that incredibly stupid.
その暗示というやつは簡単に解けてしまうようなものなのかね。
Right now, I'm gonna give it a chance, but it sounds really. Cringy feels like the right word for it.
わかりません。ただ一つ言えることは、この暗示は朝子の言葉をキーワードとした風見雄二自身の自己暗示と思われます。もし風見雄二にとって草壁朝子と同等、もしくはそれを超える存在を意識したとき、同時に自己暗示も解けてしまう可能性が高いと思われます。
Okay.
自己暗示が解けた場合、風見雄二はどうなる？
自分の守るべき対象にとって有害であると認識したものを片っ端から排除していくことでしょう。
Probably the worst part about this is that it doesn't feel like it matches with what Yuji's been thinking at all.
草壁朝子が健在であれば、そんな風見雄二も道具としてコントロールも可能でしたが、今となっては。
道具とはどういう意味かね。
I wonder if JB tried to facilitate that role of like taking over Asiko's. Let's assume she's not lying for the sake of fooling this guy, which is a legitimate possibility. I wonder if JB here, like part of her trying to like she seems like she's almost tried to get romantically involved. JB was part of an attempt to control that.
極めて殺傷能力の高い国防装置という意味です。ですが今はそう、例えるなら手榴弾のようなものです。手榴弾には不用意な暴発を防ぐためにセーフティーピンが刺さっています。そのたった一本のチャチなピンがあるから腰にぶら下げて歩くことができるのです。
You know, the fact that they have the my head thing going on too sort of reminds me, or it sort of makes me feel as though they are gonna legitimately make this a thing.
そしてそのピンを引き抜き敵陣に投げ込むのが戦士。風見雄二のピンを抜けるのは戦士である草壁朝子だけだった。私たちは草壁朝子の道具である風見雄二をいじくり回しているうちにピンを抜いてしまいそうになっているのです。目的もなくピンを抜かれた手榴弾は誰であろうと区別なくその場にいる人間を全て巻き込んでひき肉にします。草壁朝子がいない今、ピンが抜けてしまえばおそらく彼は暴走するでしょう。殺しの手札に迷いがなく、他者を殺害することに遠慮もなく、殺したことへの呵責もない。そうなってしまえばもう誰にも止められません。
なに、殺せば止まるさ。どんな人間でもね。壊れた部品を使い捨てにするようで心苦しい限りだが、彼には殉職してもらおう。
お任せします。
まったく面倒な狂犬を逃がしてくれたもんだ。私は中央に戻るが、何か思い出したことがあればいつでも連絡してくれたまえ。
はい。参った。何かあるたびに私のところへ来るの勘弁してくれないかしら。
なんかえらいことになってきましたね。
And you heard all that too, I assume.
あなた仕事しているふりしながら盗み聞き。
やだな、ちゃんと仕事してましたよ。先輩が提出した風見雄二の資料大体読み終えました。何やら凄まじい過去と経歴ですね。
そう？うちではそれほど珍しくもないでしょうに。その手の不幸を背負った犬なんてうちにはゴロゴロいるわよ。
本部の方ではどうするつもりなんでしょうね。
さあ、でもまあ CSS や NSA の捜査員では限界があるでしょうし。
Well, if she was trying to fool him, then leading him to the decision to assassinate him, just directly, completely, outright, maybe not the sort of result she'd be aiming for if she was actually trying to do that.
今頃本部長は本社のお偉いさんと特殊作戦部隊を何単位派遣してもらえるのか交渉してるんじゃないかしら。
本国の精鋭が出向してくるとなると、さすがの902も店じまいですかね。
そうね。生きて戻ってくる確率はほぼゼロでしょうね。けどあの子は草壁朝子が育てた犬よ。 一度牙を向いた相手には、たとえ手足をもがれようと、はって飛びつき、喉笛に食らいつく。首を落とされても、睨みつけて呪い殺せと訓練されてるわ。子犬の頃から年間6万ドルもの税金をかけて育てた犬よ。私たちは一番厄介な犬を敵に回しているという事実から目を背けてはいけないのよ。
There's another weird thing. As much as they play this up, and I do think he's a very competent person with a lot of different skills and whatnot, he's always felt like he's had the moments where he's come across like, oh, he's just human. He is just like legitimately human, and he seems like he's a high schooler in terms of, I guess there's, they play him up and he plays himself up a bit more in his skills all this time. And then you have those moments where the skills fail him and he's just like, oh, he's not as good as you think he is. And then you have this again. So it's hard to get a feel for exactly how good he's supposed to be, because there's those moments that are much more humanizing, when at this point they're obviously not trying to, they're trying to do the opposite.
でも
Even if you wipe out the enemies who come for you, they're never going to stop coming, Yuuji. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Seems like he's going to delve back into his past in a bit more detail soon. At least it feels like that. I really hope the arm thing isn't real. Or at the very least, it's presented in a way that makes it not seem so cringy as a concept, because it's already been introduced, and my first reaction was, I guess we'll see. See you next time, everyone. Drive safely.